Bonjour. Right, let's quickly show you some videos. So just go watch these videos. We have a rather large delivery of Calcare coming. Hopefully you can make the tip without taking the tree out. 17 ton allegedly. Well, if anything, it keeps the kids entertained for a while. Okay, so after that delivery, I've gone and got lots of diesel, some hydraulic oil. The digger is here. We're basically going to start dragging it this way. So first things first, let's get all this up. Okay, that's that all pulled out the way. So I am just going to initially start just by moving the pile that way. Hi Star, are you going to be helping Daddy do some digger work? Yeah? Okay. Do you want to start the digger? You can't do it? Okay, Daddy do it and we get going, yeah? Okay. Right, I just had a funny 5 minutes literally clearing all of this because we've had this covered so we're not traipsing mud everywhere. So now the plan is to just start bringing it in here and grading out. It's quite handy because these concrete pads we put in, we did laser them in to the depth of the height of roughly where the stone needs to go. So as long as I'm somewhere handy there, that'd be good. And it's 100mm down from the wood. And this bit here is where it needs to be, so we've got a couple of gauges to work off of. And I might go rescue a frog before it gets crushed by some stone because I'm nice like that. We have so much wildlife in this garden, it really is wonderful to behold. Hello little man, come on. There he is. We get loads of them. I prefer the green frogs, but they're cute. Right, let's get back in the digger. Okay, so I've just jumped out of the digger. I've got a bad habit of putting too much stuff in, and I know that, so I'm going to try not to put too much in. But as you can see, I've nearly covered most of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start that far end, grade it out, and then I'll start working my way back so I don't have to pull loads back, even though the digger make light work of it. There's no point doing extra work. Anyway, it's not too bad. That's plenty of stone for that section, but I also want enough to cover that area as well, so I'm inevitably going to probably buy another full load, so that guarantee that we can do all of that, some of that over there, and a bit left over for doing some more of the concrete pads as well. So not bad. Let's come back tomorrow when I shall carry on. Okay, so stones, lots of stones. Now watch this video. So 1 load, 2 loads, 3 loads. It's getting bloody expensive now. Paid £7.50 a load, and now I was speaking to my mate, and guess what? €400 for this load. It's because it's part of the chasse. It's not what you know, it's who you know, innit? Happy days. That seems a lot bloody more as well, I tell you. That must be a different 16 ton for the last delivery. There you go, that was that pile of stones coming. Why haven't I been posting any videos? Well, basically, Every time I buy a big pile of stones like that, that's like 2-3 weeks worth of wages I've got to wait to save up to do it. There's a pile there, there's a pile there, there's a pile there. Basically it's taken me 2 months to save up the money to buy all of that. It's just what it's like now, unfortunately. So that stone there is what we're using as the base stone for doing all the pathway, so that will do loads more of the pathway over that. That's a load more gravel for making concrete, so that'll do a load more. And then this stuff, I was chatting to one of my clients and they just mentioned it randomly, it's crushed concrete. So it's literally, as you can see, just bits of old stone, bits of concrete, bits of everything, but it's pretty much, I don't know, say 30 mil down, and what you can then do is put it over the top of your stone and you can use that to grade it, get all your contours right, whack that down. It just whacks down a lot better than this stone, because this, obviously, this pierre doesn't compress at all. It's great for just building up your levels, and I have got a major issue with my levels, so that's that. Absolute bargain. Like, you can see how well that compressed down. 20 a ton. So happy days. I'm just going to waffle on for a bit and show you what I'm going to be getting up to. The other thing, I've been really busy. Work is just going fantastic. It really is. I've got a really good name for myself now. I've got a lot of contacts. A lot of people are always getting in contact with me, wanting me to work. And we basically got in touch with a property developer that was, you know, put my way through a mutual acquaintance. And I was chatting to him one day about prices and getting stones, and he goes, oh, I can get stone. I went, oh yeah. He goes, yeah. Right, that pile is bigger than any of the other piles that I've got. It's supposed to be 16 ton. Well, the other 16 ton lorry loads didn't look as big as that, so that was a bonus anyway. I've been paying €750 for it delivered. That was €400. So I paid £1.5 grand for 2 loads. And I could have paid 800 for 2 of them. Really disheartening in some ways, but I've still got a fair bit to do, so I can get a couple more loads and save myself a hell of a lot of money. It is annoying though, because basically I've wasted €700 by not knowing this bloke before I started, but that's just the way of the world. The weather hasn't been too bad, but I've not really done any more after doing all that prep work. I got the digger out and did all this, but it's just boring footage, because all it's going to be is a few minutes of me high sped up, just like grading and moving stone, which isn't exactly exhilarating to watch. So I've just literally just not bothered filming. That's another reason why I've not been uploading any videos, because it's just boring crap work that I'm doing and I don't get a lot of time. I come out here with the digger the other day. I had the digger repaired because I broke it, and it's so annoying. I come here, I started this, look, I just started to grade, because the plan is from the pond we're going to dig all of this top layer off, we're going to shove it down there out the way, and then it's not too unlevel, so we're just basically then going to grade it so it's flat, get rid of a few of the stumps that are left. And then I've bought, top tip, Temu, that Chinese app, they sell loads of stuff, and you're basically cutting out the middleman, because it's the exact same products that I'm buying from Tridome, Leroy Merlin and that, but you're cutting out the middleman. So I'm buying all this Turan for like 20 a roll, where it's like nearly 100 a roll, so I've got a couple of hundred square metres of it. And the plan is just to roll it out all over this, chuck some stone on top, so then we can start landscaping this at a later date without it overgrown each year, because it's a real pain in the butt. I don't want to keep getting the strimmer out, so I'm basically planning on getting a big digger here and just getting it done now whilst the weather's going to be half decent, and then covering it all up ready for another day, just so I can crack on. But over the winter, the priority is getting some more of these paths done, because that's just something I can just crack on with and just do. Like, I'll set the forms out, do a mix, get a path done, do another mix, get a path done. So we're going to do that. If we get a decent bit of a dry spell, we'll do this slab as well. But obviously what I didn't want to do, I didn't want to pour that slab whilst it was autumn, because the amount of leaves that come down from all these bloody oak trees is a pain in the ass. So I've just had to be patient, because, you know, I don't want to spend X amount of money on getting that slab and it be all bitty with leaves and stuff in, because it's just pointless when I can just wait, so there's no massive rush. So there's a lot going to be happening, but as always you're just going to have to wait We can get topsoil as well at a really good price, 350 for a delivery. So we're going to have that as a grass area and a bit of a stone garden as part of getting this all done. In other news, Daikin one, a Fujitsu one, another Fujitsu one. They are for the aircon and the reverse heating, but this is the latest edition. Let's go inside and check this out. Dun, 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 dun. Right, most of the workings you would have seen in past videos when I was doing this. Like, obviously I had that video from a couple of years ago where I did the manifold with my mate Wayne, but then Dave's been round and done the proper install of the underfloor heating. So there's all of this stuff. I have no idea what's what, to be quite honest. All I know is you can press this button and it shows you the water temperature, which is currently 30 degrees. Honestly, I couldn't be more happy. The system fired up perfectly fine, all the pressure testing went fine, there's no leaks, there's no problems. We were very sensible with the startup, we've done it very, very slowly. And basically we've got these temperatures in each room. So 22.
Christmas.
22. 22. Basically this house ranges between 19 and 21, 22 degrees, no matter where you are. Look, there you go, that one's saying 20, and it's really random. There you go, that one says 21. So I thought the slab would just be always slightly warm, just to give the warmth to the house, but it's not how Dave really knows what he's doing. I trust him. But basically the system's just set up all automatic, so it seems to kick in a little bit at night time to, like, obviously the temperature drops outside and drops in here a little bit, so it kicks up. But sometimes you touch the floor, like this big slab, like feels a little bit warm, but not like crazy warm. It's normally obviously a little bit cool because you know, it's just a big travertine slab. But it's a little bit warm, and then other times it feels lovely and warm. But basically the whole house just feels lovely. Like, it's just really nice. A lot of the time the kids are just in their pants and top. Kaz whinges a little bit that it's too hot, but I said that's just her, because it is just her. Isn't that right, darling? Complaining about the extremely expensive system. Yeah, the other thing, 22 is lovely. To have that Daikin system installed with all these gubbins was £7 totally done. It cost me £2 for the underfloor pipe work plus mine and Wayne's time, so we're looking at about £9.5 to £10 for the underfloor heating system, and then the other heating system, I think that was another 6 or 7. So it hasn't been a cheap thing heating and cooling this house, but it is top notch. Like, it really is really good, and all the insulation that I've done as well, it's just paying dividends. It really is. The only thing we've got to worry about now is, is our heating going to be crazy price? Because you do get people going, oh, it's really expensive to heat up. But like Dave said, it's not really heating the water to the high temperatures that radiators have to. Like 30 degrees is bugger all. I need to find out more information because you have the COP readings and that, but it's like, it's a science, so I don't really understand it. I'm not going to pretend to. But basically what we're going to do is just let it run as an automated system through winter, and then I'll show you a video later on, like, you know, I don't know, April, May time, when I've had a bill and I'm either going to be like, shit, I need to pay a couple of grand extra electric, or it'd be like, it's just stayed the same. You know, we pay about 200 a month for electric, so it's pretty good as is, so we will see what happens. Anyway, less waffling. I'll come back when we start doing something out there. We'll probably be building some of these paths. I have had the price for building the shed, like the wood. It's €800 to buy all the wood. But there's no point building it just yet in the wet, so I might just wait. But anyway, hope you all have a lovely Christmas and see you in the new year.